This is the Nissan Primastar van that we bring to you today. This specific model that we're going to do a walk around is the L2 Tekna. This specific example is in the stunning metallic jet black finish, but they do come in a range of finishes. So some of the key features with it being the Tekna model. From the front aspect, you get this nice V-motion grille with a Nissan badge and central stage on the front. You've got your front park sensors across the front here. You've got your fog lights with your LED daytime running lights and a nice little touch just up here with a Nissan embossed logo in there as well. As we move on to the side aspect of the vehicle, we have got our alloy wheels on the side here, just giving it a nice finish, as well as your electronic folding mirrors in the Tekna specification. Obviously with this being an L2, it is a longer wheelbase. It is a Euro 6 vehicle, so it's all ULEZ compliant, and you have got your AdBlue in there as well. You've got the offside sliding door here. You've got your rear parking sensors just as we go around to the rear, and then just above we have the rear camera. Now the rear camera is right at the peak of the door, and the purpose being it just gives you that real good visual on your back aspect of the vehicle. So if whether you've got a tow bar on the back and you're coupling at the back, or whether it's just getting that extended visibility on what's behind you, it just gives you a really good visual from the rear here. From a low capacity in the L2, you've got just over 2.9 metres at the floor level of the vehicle. And then if we just move on in here, there is what's called a trapdoor system with multi-flex load. So that goes right under the passenger seat there, and that gives you just over 3.3 metres. So whether you're a plumber, electrician, anything of that nature, and you're carrying any piping, any tubing, anything of that nature that's of 3.3 metres and just above, you can go right under the passenger space, right through to the footwell of the vehicle. So it just gives you that really good flexibility to be able to carry those larger items when needed. You have got plenty of tie-down points. So you've got tie-down points all the way around the floor, just around the wheel arches, and then they go up the side of the vehicle as well, and then just up to the height of the vehicle. So it just gives you really good compatibility, whether it's different loads, and just prevent any moving around in the vehicle, so you can tie whatever's needed down. From a visibility perspective inside the vehicle, you've got two cargo lights in there. So you've got one in the centre and one to the rear of the vehicle. It just means you've got that extra visibility as the darker nights draw in. And then just at the very back, you've then got your 12-volt socket. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Just means if you're carrying tools, anything of that nature, you can charge on the go. Keep your tools charged up, and it just might not even be tools, might be just flicking on the kettle when you have your brew break. Something of that nature just gives you that bit of added extra really and value in the vehicle. As you can see in our model, we have got it all fully ply lined out. We have got flexibility, you can have them shelved out, anything of that nature, you can put partitions in. If we also look at the L1, that gives you a load cargo space of 2.5 metres in the back, just over. And again, taking into account the trapdoor there, that then lifts it to just over 2.9 metres. So in both models, you've got full flexibility there. As we move on to the rear, where we've got the barn door openings, from a width accessibility, you've got just over 1.2 metres across here. And then from a height, we're just shy of 1.4 metres. So it just means whether you're putting a pallet in the back or anything of a wider load, or a higher load capacity, you've just got a bit more flexibility. And then it is also worth noticing that do a H2, so you do a higher roof variant as well. So that just gives you a bit more adaptation with the vehicle, a bit more usage and a bit more accessibility. They do also, the barn doors, there is little hatches, so you can fold them out, so you can put them right back, and that's the same at both sides, just so in the instance you are doing a pallet or you just need wider motion across the back to get in, you've just got a bit more accessibility really. So as we move on to the inside of the vehicle, the first thing you can really pick up on, it's got a real passenger car-like feel. Really got that comfort aspect, just so you've got, a van is like a car. You use it more so than a car in most instances with higher mileages. So it has a real importance to make sure that you're comfortable in it. And ultimately, first things first, you've got the nice D-shaped steering wheel, so a smaller steering wheel. None of that having to lug around a big heavy steering wheel. So that's the first thing you really pick up on. The comfort of the seat, the ride height, the position is absolutely fantastic. You've got a height adjuster on the side here to be able to lift or lower the seat. You've then got this further armrest just down here, so you can release that up. Just have a bit more of a relaxed feel in the van. And then as we move on to the steering wheel, you've got your cruise control. That's standard on the Ascenta and the Tekna model. You've then got your multifunctional controls for your telephone controls, your voice recognition system. Behind you here, you've got your auto lights, auto wipers on the Tekna model. So again, you don't have to jump in. Remember to turn the lights on, turn the wipers on, other bits like that really. As we go on to sort of the multimedia, we've got the screen there. So we've got sat-nav, you've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto usage as well. Then if I pop it into reverse as well, it pings straight up with your reversing camera, which is right at the pinpoint of the door, as I mentioned earlier. So it just gives you that really good visual of the back of the vehicle, and just so you can see what you're coming up to, as well as obviously having your front and rear parking sensors in this model. It just gives you that better vision, really. Also, you've got your DAB radio, Bluetooth connectivity. You've got a real good usability. It also brings up, so you can go into your settings, you've got economical driving styles, so you can see how best to drive the vehicle, just to make sure you're getting that better miles per gallon reading. And then just below, you can turn off stop start. If you're at the traffic lights, you can pop it into an economical setting from the eco button. And then you've got your full air conditioning, climate control there as well, so you can put the heaters on and your aircon circulating around the vehicle. A few other bits to notice: you've got a 12-volt socket just down here for more charging. You've then got USB points on the actual media screen. You've then got a further 2 USB points as well, just up in the centre storage. And then from a storage capacity, you've got your glove box down here. You've got a bit more storage there for phones, iPods, anything of that nature. You've then got further storage just above you here, above your steering wheel, whether that's for snacks, anything, paperwork, you can just store it in there. And then from a cup holder perspective, you've got a cup holder here, a cup holder on the passenger side. You've then got further cup holders in the door as well as door storage. And there is one key thing to also note. Now this, at the front of the vehicle, you've got 3 seats. Now this second seat, because we don't always carry 3 passengers, does come straight down. And then you've got a clipboard behind here. So you can put all your paperwork, invoices, hide that when you tuck it back up. You've got a further cup holder there as well, because we all like our brews, don't we? Let's be honest. It's a 6-speed manual gearbox. There are different brake horsepower outputs. They start from 110 brake horsepower and go all the way up to 170. With it being a 6-speed manual, there are also options on automatic as well, so you can have an automatic box in here as well. So it really is the perfect vehicle, really, for all usages. I hope you found this video useful, giving a bit of an overview and walk around of the Primastar. Be sure to check out our future videos on the different van models that we'll have on site, and be sure to click the link in the comments just so you can have a bit of a further look around the vehicle. Thank you for watching. It's Robson here from the Chorley Group. Yorkshire tea.